Hey everyone, I thought I'd do a little impromptu video talking about my favorite art supplies that I've used through 2025. These are art supplies that I use on a regular basis in my color books, and they're my personal favorites. So let's start with these. These are the Prismacolor Scholars. And what I like about these is they're vibrant and easy to sharpen. They're not as expensive as their artist grade cousin, the Premiers, which is another reason I like them. They're more affordable, and they're not as soft. The Premiers are quite soft, and that's a strike against them because you're always having to sharpen them, and they go a lot quicker. But I really like these. And some of it, because these you can't buy open stock, so I have replaced some of them with the Premier color equivalent, such as this one, the terracotta. I use this one a lot, the terracotta. And this one, the Tuscan Red, I replaced it with the Premier. And these are Saison 72 set. I reviewed these on my channel several years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago. I really like them. If you get them now, they have color names. They're supposed to have color names on them, and you can buy 120 set too. That was true last time I checked. I don't know about now, but these were compared to the Sargent Artist pencils and the Farben. If you have those sets, you pretty much have these. And I use these a lot too, as you can see. They are loved. That's for sure. Next, let's talk about watercolors. I have a small set of the Faber-Castell Albert Dürer watercolor pencils. These are artist grade, and they're quite expensive, and that's why I only have a 24 set. But I did purchase some open stock colors that I didn't have. Let's see. I have some repeats too, because I bought some of the primary colors just to try them out, and I really liked them. But these are all the ones I have. The Orange Glaze, I believe, is one of the repeats I have. Dark Cadmium Orange. And Pale Geranium Lake, and Deep Scarlet Red. Those are the oranges I have. I have Orange Glaze. I bought that as one of the originals. So I have, this is the color palette for this set, and the color palette. I have about 24 in this one. 18 rather, excuse me, 18. So I really like them. When I want more concise lines, and I'm using watercolor, I'll grab these. Very good pencils. And you don't really need a large set either. You know, you can, I have a rough palette. In fact, it is this here. If I want to mix a color, I'll just take a green and a blue. And put some water to them. I think I have, oh, I don't have any water here, but, oh wait a minute, I do. Yeah, you got a nice turquoise green. So yeah, you can have fun mixing colors with those too. Next, these are my favorite watercolor sets. These I got on Jerry's Artorama. They're called Lucas. They're studio grade. And as you can see, these are loved. I really like these. Not much more to say. They're vibrant, blend well. They're Jerry's Artorama. And these, they're pretty excellent, and they really are. They're called pretty excellent, and they really are excellent. I've heard that they're probably a dye-based paint. I'm not really sure, but it doesn't matter because I use them in my coloring books. They're not an artist grade, but they're very economical. If you're looking to paint in a sketchbook, they're perfect because they're not that expensive and the colors are vibrant. So that's another set I use. Now these markers I got at Target a few years ago. They're called Mondo Lama. Some of them, the ink has run dry. That's why I don't have a full set anymore. But one of them, I had a yellow refill and I put it in this and I use this as my yellow. But I've been using these a lot this year. I didn't really much before that, and I thought, you know, I should start using these. And I really like them. Mondo Lama from Target. And now, in this tin, I don't have the pencils that were in here originally. I have Crayola Super Tips. And I use these a lot in books that take mixed media. And I have more, in fact. Some of these with a mark around them are older ones that I need to use up before they go dry. But they act just like watercolor. I like to use watercolor as a base in my color books, and they work just as well as a watercolor does for that purpose. So yeah, very cheap art supply that has multiple purposes. You can right now, in fact, I'm coloring a page using these in a book that I got for Christmas. See if I can find it real quick. Yeah, there we go. That's all Super Tips. And finally, I have some pens and markers. I've been really liking these Posca pens. What I use these mainly for are clouds and highlights and covering up black lines. And I have a Pen and Gear Gold. This is a water marker, a water-based marker. And I have two Uniball Signo pens, a silver and a gold. Very good pens. If you're looking for a gold and silver pens for highlighting, I highly recommend these. I've used these a lot this year too. I'm definitely ordering more. Because you know, pens don't last forever. Alright, so those are my favorite art supplies for 2025. And I'll be back with my overview of what I colored for the month of December. Thanks for watching.